Hello, friends. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling like something was off, but couldn't quite explain why? Maybe you felt drained or guilty or confused. But the weird part, the other person seemed totally calm, almost like they had rehearsed the whole thing. That is the part of manipulation. It's not always loud, it's not always obvious, but it works if you don't know how to spot it. Let's talk about the unseen influence manipulative minds and how you can protect yourself using a simple approach I call CUT. C stands for control, U stands for unfazed, and T stands for turn off. Friends, you don't need a psychology degree to recognize manipulation. You just need awareness, because manipulators do not walk around saying, "Hi, I'm here to mess with your mind." They wear kindness like a mask. They compliment you just enough to keep you close, but criticize you just enough to keep you uncertain. They plant seeds of doubt, and before you know it, you are second-guessing your own thoughts. That's the trap. But you're not helpless. In fact, your awareness is your weapon. And that's where formula CUT comes in. Let's be honest, manipulators are emotional engineers. They know what buttons to press. They know exactly what to say to make you angry, guilty, insecure, or even ashamed. It's not accidental, it's calculated. Why? Because once you are emotional, you are easier to steer. You stop thinking clearly, you react instead of responding. And that's when they win. Think of it like this. If your emotions are like a car, manipulators are always trying to grab the wheel. But what happens if you don't let them? You keep your cool, you don't shout, you don't back, and you don't play their game. That doesn't mean you pretend everything's fine. It means you take a breath and choose your response. When you control your emotions, you keep the wheel in your hands, and that changes everything. And friends, this is where confidence becomes quite strength. See, manipulators often test you, not with obvious attacks, but with small pokes, subtle sarcasm, backhanded compliments, guilt trips. They want to see how you will react. And the moment they see you flinch, they know they have got you. But when you respond with calm eyes, steady voice, and grounded presence, it throws them off completely. Think about how powerful it is to hear someone say, "That's your opinion. I'm clear on where I stand." Or maybe, "I hear what you are saying. I'll reflect on it." No arguing, no emotional firebacks. Just calm clarity. That doesn't mean you don't feel anything. It means you don't hand your reactions over to someone who is trying to control the narrative. When you remain unfazed, manipulators lose their grip because they realize they can't access your mind if they can't shake your spirit. This one's the hardest. It's about boundaries, and boundaries require courage. There will be people who, no matter how much calm you bring, will keep trying to drag you back into their storm. And in those moments, you don't argue harder, you disengage. Not to punish, not to protect. This might mean you stop explaining yourself to someone who never listens. It might mean leaving a text unread. It might mean taking a step back from someone who always needs you to be the one who bends. Turning off the engagement doesn't make you cold. It makes you clear. You are not responsible for fixing everyone's emotions. You are allowed to walk away from draining conversations. You are allowed to pause, reflect, and choose silence over chaos. Because sometimes silence is louder than any response. And the truth is, when you stop responding, they stop controlling. Manipulations does not always wear a villain's face. Sometimes it smiles, sometimes it says, I am just joking. Sometimes it makes you feel like the problem. But because you learn to spot the patterns, you break the spell. So the next time someone tries to twist your words, stir your emotions, or make you question your worth, remember the formula. C. Control your emotion. U. Unfazed appearance. T. Turn off engagements. This is how you take your power back. Quietly, strongly, and completely. Because you deserve relationships that build, not break. Conversations that nourish, not drain. People who respect, not manipulate. And it all begins with cut. Thank you for watching this video.